Good morning, everybody. So, just as promised yesterday, we have a few trades to review. I'm opening the charts. I'm literally just starting this morning. Morning for me. Maybe it will be a good day for you. Good evening for you. We'll see when you're watching this. But I would like to go through a few trades that I took yesterday. Just opening the charts once more, and we're gonna get going right away. Okay. So. Let's see. We made 3% actually yesterday. We did 2% on ES, which is S&P 500, and we took also a trade on GU. Weirdly enough, we started with S&P, which was an early trade where we looked to go with the bias actually, which was going long. So let's take a look at that. I liked the daily chart initially, right? So I'm still looking at this buy side. I will go over what I'm expecting from the charts later, but I was looking at this daily fair value gap mainly yesterday. And looking at that, we were midday right here. We were kind of bouncing from it, right? And finding support in it, if we can say so, right? But we were just repricing into it and then bouncing upward. Going lower from 1 hour to 15 minutes, we can already see my position, but let's hide it out. What I loved over here is that during the London session, we had consolidation going on, and then that consolidation broke the sell side over here, and we started pushing upward. What we did as well on Nasdaq, we had an SMT divergence over here, right? Where on Nasdaq we created a higher high, and on ES we created a lower low, allowing us to burn through the sell side over here, right? Burning through sell side, initially, I was like, okay, we have an SMT. I don't really trade SMTs. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. But what I remember, I posted you a big analysis on Nasdaq on Monday morning, or maybe Friday morning. I don't remember exactly. But I know that these fair value gaps, and I love still going for the buy side again, right? So looking at that, we have the optimal trade entry level here at 70%. And very, very honestly with you, if you're watching the new trade models and entry models from ICT already, this is a model one. This entry from 15 minutes fair value gap right here, stay buy side, 200 points, whatever. You put your sell stop under the most recent low. We have 1 to 2. This is model one. It happens once, maybe twice a week. This is the model you can trade and then have at least 1 to 2 risk reward, and you can have a very beneficial trading strategy next to YouTube 22 or any other breaker model or order block model that we use, right? Yes. I don't trade optimal trade entries. I don't trade model one, and I don't trade SMTs, but going back into ES, I like that sell side was taken here, right? So going even deeper into the chart, I see the sell side taken. I initially start looking at this chart. On the other monitor, I have NQ running. Dollar at that time wasn't anything that we liked, to be fair with you. I think Edgar's even texted me that if that high at 610, if you take a look at your chart 610 on dollar, he even texted me like, are we looking for a break of structure because there's a low at 6 sharp? That low was broken. Are we looking to short? I was, no, I'm not really interested, but I started looking here. And what I see a most recent high over here, broken, right? We have a BMS, break of structure or structure in market right here. That is short term. And during that, we also open up a fair value gap. That is YouTube 22 at its best. Okay, this high is maybe hard to notice. This breakup structure is hard to notice. But if you look on it on paper, if you let the computer do the work, let's say, this is a break of structure, this is a fair value gap, this is an entry, and sell side is taken. So we literally have a YouTube 2022 model, but not an kill zone. I still took the trade because of a few things. We broke the structure on Dixie, which is dollar. We had an SMT divergence that I'm not trading, but I know that stuff has to start moving when we have it, right? So looking from that, I entered the trade at 5-minute chart. I had a long position, which I was a bit early to get into, or maybe late because I don't remember if I took the wick or maybe it was a spread. But I had a trade like this, which a partial came out right here. Partial was above 1% already, like 1.2%, 1.3%, something like that. And basically I got out right here because I just was like, okay, this high is already created. We started breaking down the structure below it. And I was like, okay, we're gonna get this high and maybe break down even more or start consolidating, whatever. But basically what I'm looking at always is whenever the structure is being broken. Buy side here, buy side right, sorry, I can't pick it up. Buy side right here. I just took the trade off right there, and then I was good to go with 2% in the bank already. Okay, so that is in the books. I'll take a screenshot of this, so I have it with me, and I can put it in Discord for you guys to validate as well. That is captured. That's all good. Initial thought was we have a current new week opening gap. I was targeting that, but it didn't pan out the way I wanted, so I just kept it going. And then we're gonna come back. I'm taking a note for myself as well. There's a trade right here that I didn't take, but I was hoping to pan out. But I'll give you an overview what I saw here and why you could have been trading this as well on your own. Okay. So this is off the books. Second position that we took was actually GBP USD. Some of you were laughing that this is not a model, that we shouldn't be trading like this, but let me explain what happened and then let me give you my point of view over here. So here my bias is kind of shifting. I'll go over the chart a little bit later, but I'm torn a little bit because the structure that I was hoping to hold the price to go towards the weekly high of a few weeks ago was broken, and my mind already shifted where I look for shorts immediately after that happens, right? So where are we at? Unfortunately for the trade, we were below midnight and we was late into the session already, but I still took it, right? So going into 1-minute chart, what happened? Let me hide a few things so I can explain it for you guys a little bit better, okay? Bum, 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 bum. This is totally from Discord, actually. If you're on Discord, so basically what was happening? My bias is shifted, even though we're below midnight. I'm looking for shorts, maybe from the 4-hour fair value gap that was supposed to get inverted. But basically what I'm noting during New York, we have a sell side liquidity pool. You can know this. Where's the you can know this, you can know this, you can know these guys. Like there's a lot of sell side going on, right? So when we have a lot of sell side going on, what do we look? We look for models that allow us to go, whoa, allow us to go short, right? So why did I go short here? Initial thing. Let's see. Um, we have a small consolidation here during a session. During a session, consolidations, I love them. We either break them to the upside, and we come back to retrace and then look for a push out from there, or we either break structures like that. Why I took this as break of market structure initially. This is in actual law where we break structures with, right? And not only that, I like this 1-minute fair value gap that was actually supposed to hold the price, because not only this is a 1-minute fair value gap that is supposed to hold the price, we have a order block right here We have my colleagues are trying to come in, but anyhow, we have an order block here that is supposed to hold the price. So when we are longing, what are we doing? We're counting 1, 2, 3 to see a shift in market structure. We have one order block not holding the price. We have 50% level of it not holding the price, and we have 1 minute fair value gap not holding the price. Thus, we're shifting our bias into sell side. Sell side is right here. So what is happening? First thing first, I see a fair value gap that I like an entry from. We started breaking down, and what I'm doing, I'm literally just looking for OTE, right? 70% level above premium. This is discount, this is premium, above 50% into 70%. I'm loving it already. Next thing, what I'm looking at is what do we have next, right? This is a fair value gap that could hold the price to go higher. I'm noting that, but I'm taking a short right away from there. I'm giving myself a 10 pip stop loss, targeting 25 almost pips right here. I go in, I short, and what I'm looking at, right? So if the price starts going higher here, I'm basically looking at for to consolidate it or maybe to wick and start to going lower. Oh my God. My keyboard is messing this up for me. I'm sorry about that. But basically, I'm looking for the chart to hold the price in that fair value gap. These guys going up here, I don't know. I don't really care, but all I care about is that nothing is closing above this, right? So I'm not allowing anything to close above it because if it does, I'm not happy about it out there because I'm looking for this gap to get inverted or something like that. And what I'm looking at, I'm looking for this to be attacked, right? So we enter right there. I'm looking at this fair value gap in terms of maybe I will get a possibility to pyramid this, meaning that we will get back into it, treat this as inverted and continue lower. And literally, this trade is kind of weird because even though it panned out and it hit the sell side, I got out of it because I literally just wanted to go home. One thing, because I made a percent here, that I'm at 3% for the day already. But second thing, I kind of just wanted to go home, so I closed the position here because what I was looking at right here is that what is gonna happen probably here, since we're getting a Farrell gap, structure probably broken and everything like that, probably gonna retreat into this. And I'm already in profit for all this move, and I'm just not looking to lose it anymore. So one thing I've done initially, I set the current stop loss of the trade above this high, just to get it safe and risk free and not risk anything on the trade because this getting inverted probably pushes us higher and so on. But second thing, right out there, I just closed the trade, called it a day. Why? Because we had a bank holiday on Monday this week in US, and we literally shouldn't even be trading morning sessions after a holiday. This is still a morning session. Everything before lunch, US time, New York time, is morning session, so we don't really even dare to trade it. Anyhow, this is what we get when you do that. Price action is not very clear, and but we got a trade. We took it home, and I'm capturing it for myself as well. I'm gonna post it in Discord for you guys to see and make your own evaluations. Okay. Let me take a look. I'm actually looking at live market right now also. I have a few notes that I would like to go through with you guys. Okay, so I'm looking at NASDAQ. I have a note to take a look at NASDAQ 15 minutes and see what we can get for you guys in there. So 15 of this one. So these bad boys we already went over. US 500 was bought up from this price action, and we went over it already. Partial. Told you, yes, I told you, you short 1%. I told you, Well, so I have two possible trades to show you. One trade that ICT took, he posted it into his Telegram. No idea what he's done it here, but I have an arrow. So, basically, we have a fair value gap that is being inverted right here, and we have a YouTube 22 model here, looking at buy side being taken, right? Buy side being taken, market structure, short term being shifting, and we have a fair value gap here, right? So just to make it a little bit nicer for you guys, we have a fair value gap right here, right? This one could be working as well, not a problem, but I would treat it as breakaway gap, but this is an order block, this candle. 933 is an order block, and we're looking to short from here. I have no idea what ICT done once again, because what I was looking at, I was actually looking to trade this. We have a nice sell side liquidity pool right here. We have a nice sell side liquidity pool right here. Two possible take profits. Let's pretend we're looking to take a trade like this. Stop loss, to be fair, I would put my stop loss right here because I'm not even looking this to get filled. So we're happy to put it right there. But it didn't pan out because we never went into this fair value gap, right, for entry. What ICT has done, he was probably on 1 minute chart or something, and he entered somewhere right there. I have no idea why, how, because I'm not trading lower time frame than 1 minute, but he entered there and he rolled it right to there. Like minuscule stop loss, 1 to 4, take profit, insane trade. I can't explain why he did it, but this is a trade ICT took yesterday. I'm cleaning this off because I don't know. This is a nice YouTube 2022 entry though. And another trade I didn't take, but I was looking at already home yesterday. Is something on yes that I liked. So let me show you what we got. So yes, again, this is right here. Have it up. So a few things happen. This is a model that you don't really know yet, but I think it's model 6 that ICT is gonna present to you on YouTube. And it talks a lot about trends, and it talks a lot about people believing in stuff and their value gaps getting inverted. So lunch macro, we're not trading 12 to 1, we're not trading definitely 1 to 2. I kind of like it from time to time. When I go to Asia, I'm gonna definitely trade this a lot. But because it's early, it's gonna be early morning for me when I'm waking up. These are perfect possibilities for me. But so what do we have? I have a double top here. But most important thing is that we have a trend going on here. So what ICT talks about is that when people see trends like this, one or two things happen. Some of them believe that trend is gonna hold, so we would be looking to enter buys right here to whatever levels, I don't care. But ICT talks that when people see double tops like this, people believe that it is resistant, right? So this is gonna sound weird, but when you look at the market on daily basis and you note everything that you see, you're gonna see that these things actually happen a lot. So what do I mean by that? A trend here and a double top here. Some of the ICT traders, not ICT, but retail traders will believe that this trade is getting broken and we should trade it and short it, or that this trade is gonna hold. And okay, so ICT, sorry, let me say this again. we as ICT traders, we want trends to be broken or we want double tops to be taken, right? But we always look at the market. So what happens first? Since we have a trend here and we have double bottom here, we want that to be taken instead of the buy stops here, right? What a retail trader sees this trend and a double top, and he will believe that we are supposed to take out this market. But I didn't trade this though. Inversion happens. A fair value gap that is supposedly to hold the price going onwards, right, from here, gets inverted. And then it becomes very simple. You look to enter shorts right here. You got out, you go in. As soon as you go back in, you place an order. You don't want these to get broken, and you have a very nice trade over here. Maybe I'm gonna be able to catch a trade like this on a stream or something like that. Very, very honestly, it's a bit hard for me to explain, but this trade is kind of a feeling-based trade, but ICT will put it in 6th or 7th model. You're gonna see that, weirdly enough, trades like these actually happen. And yeah, I'm looking at my notes again. I showed you what ICT traded. I showed you what I could have traded as well. And let's do the daily lookout, maybe, right? Let's see. I won't go to low time frames. I'll do just daily 4 hour. But so my expectation was that we will either consolidate. So this is weird, but I was hoping to either continue consolidating and get lower from here. But what I wrote yesterday right away, that the range high is being broken. 4 hour fair value gap that I was hoping to continue holding the price to the downside and take the sell side or going higher, got broken. So we're looking for range high to be taken right away. Right now, gun to my head right here, I look at it very simply. Since consolidation was broken to the upside, what we're looking for the price come back into it or even go below it to take the sell side now, right? I'm not looking for dollar going higher here yet, okay? However weird that sounds, but I'm just not trusting it to go higher just yet. If it closes above where we are on weekly, which is this fair value gap, then 100%. My bias is changing. I'm looking for dollar going higher, hitting this buy side and taking this monthly inverted fair value gap, right? But up until the point that this doesn't close above that 1 hour, 1 week fair value gap, I'm not looking for the market to go continue higher, right? So we are supposed to be closing at this point somewhere this week, which we still have 3 days left to close the market, right? So I told one of you yesterday as well, what are we looking? If the range high is being taken, we're looking for an actual break of structure. We're looking at a possible break of structure right here. Buy side taken, high created, swing high would be a lovely place right here. Inverted fair value gap probably even, right? This is the low of the fair value gap. If we close below it, it gets inverted. But this is a 1 hour real break of structure. I'm liking this, right? Daily chart again, Euro USD. This is looking different compared to US dollar. This looks like a smart money reversal right here. And this looks like a market maker sell model. And sell model might go even as low as here, right? So whatever I just said about dollar, I'm not changing my mind until the weekly closes above that fair value gap. But if that happens, bias is very easy. We have market maker someone initial consolidation. push higher, consolidation number 2, push higher, consolidation number 3, right there. Push higher, smart money reversal, consolidation 1. We have a break lower, and we're probably gonna be looking to take shorts like this, or even like this, in a few days after the consolidation happens over here as well. Okay. I'm missing a fair here. Sorry about that. But anyhow, going to 1 hour. So just like in dollar, 4-hour fair value gap that I was hoping to help us become bullish on euro broke, and we started pushing lower. So just like in dollar, this is a possible break of market structure right here. Okay, but I'm not taking anything yet. Right, so this morning I will trade. I hate trading London midweek. London is very good for me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I just don't like it. But we'll see. New York should be nice. I love that we're consolidating here. If the consolidation continues, New York and AM sessions will be awesome for it. Okay. Daily on pound. Pound exactly the same way. Daily structure is being broken. Yet 50% wick is holding the price. This is a weekly 50% order block here that is still holding the price. And we're actually breaking the structure after sell side is taking. Right here. Break of structure. Give it 1 hour. So maybe the silver bullet, 5-minute chart. Not really. We're on big premium already. So yeah, we're in the big premium already. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We will see. Okay. We're in a big premium. Too big of a premium, I would say. But I won't trade London. Anyhow, structure is broken. It broke in 1 hour. Wait for this candle in 1 hour to close. Maybe give you an IFD or something like that over here. Okay. Going onwards. This. Your January. Look how much buy side we have over here. Like, sucks. You know why? I was really hoping this to hold. I bought it yesterday. Now it's getting inverted. But basically, next round liquidity is right here. 4, 7, 6, 7.5. That should be taken with ease. And then we make decisions again, whether we will continue below it or not. I'm still looking at this buy side. I'm very interested there. Let's take a look at the dealing range. Dealing range, we're getting into discount already. So we shall see. Okay. And let's take a look at the NQ. NQ looks a little better for me. Even though this might be treated as a break of structure with a fair value gap, I'm looking at it as a fair value gap that is not holding the price because we closed above it. Just me being me. I like this low. I like price going higher into 17,390.25. I already mentioned that on the weekly report. Yet, however much buy side we have right here, and then above it, it's gonna get taken sooner or later. Sooner, we might start pushing after this low is taking or that low is taking, but I'm not gonna buy that right away. Initial thought would be that we have to get into discount, into that fair value gap before we do that. So range, discount it is, 70% level, maybe OTE, model number 1. And we shall see. But I'm gonna still continue looking for buys if I'm willing to risk a little bit more than usual. But basically, very, very honestly with you guys, I'm just gonna day trade. And then I'll continue day trading just like I am on throughout January. I'm not willing to take any big risks, any big positions on any of the pairs until February starts. Okay, so we close below it. This becomes an inverted parallel gap. Watch this. So I'm watching the clear it up. I'm watching this. I won't trade it, but for a possible entry from here, right? 1-to-1 right there. But I'll be watching this break of structure and this fair value gap as well. Okay, watching that, and then I'll text you guys in 3 to 4 hours to give you more insight on what I'm trading for New York and London. Cheers, and as I said, probably, right? Be safe.